Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm back in Canva and it's a long way to draw back to our place. But anyway, we made it, and the video today I would like to give you the update about my rose cuttings that I have been talking or been thinking a lot of them lately, because they are under our carport and they don't get water, and they have been in been without water since the day I left. So we went for 11 days and today the 12th, and I checked them and I haven't watered them. I just want to show you what they look like without water. So you can see on the top the container mostly they are dry. This one very good though. This container very good. I can see the moist still here. So I might not water it today, but most of the other container on the top they quite dry, but underneath the container they quite moist. I feel that the container the rose container cutting I got in here, and I snip it in a fertilizer container with some potting mix there. And before I left, I did water some of the container of the rose cutting, and some I did not because I did water them few days before I left, so I didn't want to overwater them. So some of the cuttings they were even 15 or 17 days without water. But you can see at the bottom of the container here still quite moist. You can see all the worm there. Look at that. And I feel that the container, the fertilizer container with the rose cutting in the container, they stay much longer, moist much longer than the tub. I feel some potting mix and they put the rose cutting in there. I feel they dry out much quicker. Maybe they, here they very close here like this, close to the other container here, so maybe they don't have have a wind blow them away too much, and also kind of create them to bring some humidity underneath of the container as well. I don't think we got humidity in the winter now, but somehow the container they stay much moist than the container that down over here. And so here some of the container and most of container on the top they very dry now. You see on the top 1 centimeter they are very dry. So I'm gonna go to water all of them in. Some of this container, did I mention to you this one stay quite moist? This one getting dry, this one getting dry. The other container down over here, I took the cutting not long before I left, and they didn't have much time, to absorb the water. But anyway, I just checked they got some cutting they dried out. Example, some of these. One of the short one though, I don't think it is my fault or anything. Because on that day the cutting were quite short, and I thought that maybe I should just jam it in to see what happened. But anyway, it didn't make it. And I think that cutting were quite young. And the other one they got dry out here. You can see that. Yeah. And anyway, only few. So that is fine. And of course, if they got dry out more, I can't do anything about that. And we just keep doing it. I think it's quite fun hobby actually. Create the own plants, and you don't have to pay much for this. Maybe just some potting mix, some pernice, and of course your delicate time. Anyway, but a lot of fun. So yeah, most of them they doing fine. So I think if you go away and not too long like me, just 10 or 11 days or 12 days, and you don't need to water them actually. That you just do the same way I doing it, like to snip the container of the rose container in the other container and to put some potting baking in. And before I left, I made sure the container with the potting mix down there stay quite moist. So yeah, the container of the cutting can withdraw the moisture when it needs. Oh, by the way, my daughter, she want to say hello.
Hello.
Hello. I did show you in the last video that some of the container here, I'm not sure if I move those containers who were here or not. Maybe they were still on the bench up here, but at the end I moved them down here. And then the container I did show you, it have some roots sticking out, and yeah, they still have roots sticking out here. I'm not sure you still can see. You can see this one, the roots sticking out, and another one down there. Can you see the little root sticking out? Yeah, the other one there. I think another one sticking out. I just moved the container up and down. I think I broke it, but I think it could be fine. And this container, I'm so excited. They seem going very well though. And I think this one, look at that. They got the leaf for quite a while now, and no shiver or anything. And all the butts of the cutting, they seem looking good, you know. And down over here as well, this container looking really good too. No sign of rotten and no sign of the wrinkling. I think all of them take this one. And this one on that video, I did show you, I got one cutting in here and still here. And you can see that 12 days without watering. And no sign of root sticking out the bottom yet. So I just leave it here. And the container, let's see the container underneath it. Getting dry. This one's getting dry. Alright, so maybe this one also I got more perlite than the other container. Some of the container they got only potting mix. So maybe the other containers they stay much moist. And now over here, I just show you. I got one cutting of the container as well. Still doing well. No sign of the wood sticking out yet. I should check. But still looking good. And the container, you see the spot that I got the container on. There's the worm in there. And the container still stay moist. On the top though, it's got dry. I'm gonna water all of them. And down here, I just show you as well. The big cuttings, it's kind of an experiment for me. The container still stay moist. Look at that. And now you can see down here on the bottom of the container, I will top up some water as well, just very lightly sprinkling on the top, so they won't get over water. And now yes, I got some cutting down over here as well. I think these two one I did recently before I left actually. Let's see, example, this one I did on the 14th of June. Some of them very close, and when I do some pruning, I feel a little bit ways to throw them out. Example, that one on 17th of June as well. This container, I was out of the medium container or the size. I put a lot of cutting in the quite large container because I was a little bit lazy. I didn't have any more small containers, and I just put like quite low potting mix and perlite down there. You can see maybe just less than a half of the medium down there actually, and to travel a lot of cutting in. We'll see which one take, which one not. So I think that's it actually. Let me just go around and pull the holes out here and give them a bit of water. I give some potting mix underneath the container, some water as well. I need to water the loquat tree that I got it in a container because I love loquat tree, loquat fruit. I got the chance to try it last year when I have only one fruit and all the little fruit were frozen by the frost. So I decided to put in a container and put it under my carport. And you can see some of the leaf, some of the flower here. Not sure they contain any fruit or not, because under our carport we don't have bees, and of course we are in winter. We don't have bees coming out. So we'll see. Hopefully we have some loquats, and this variety, they are delicious loquat. The fruits are small, but they taste delicious. Maybe I should make the video about how to grow loquat in container, and I can share with you with some tips. And again, all this plant have no water since I left. With the orange trees that my friend gave me, and it's looking better after I bought it under the carport. Before, it was outside and it was looking very sad. It was so yellow. So that is, guys, I just hope that this video is just fun to show you how my cutting doings, and even without water, and you can certainly do it like me as well. Just put the containers, slip it in the other container when it contains some soil, and you just give it some water underneath it as well, so the compost or the potting mix stay moist. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope see you next video. Bye bye.